Hi everyone, Dean Banks here from Hire at Home. Today I'm just going to run through everything that's in your Crab Linguine box, and then we're obviously going to cook it for you as well and show you the instructions. So in your linguine box, firstly we're going to get a lovely bottle of our house wine. This is a young Italian wine. Polpo goes perfectly well with your Crab Linguine, lobster linguine, or even the langoustine linguine. It's just perfect. So then we'll have our tomato sauce. So I've taken this out of the bag. This is a spiced tomato sauce. We roast them. Lovely spices, coriander, fennel seed and cumin. We roast them and just cook it down, and it's just a natural kind of lovely tomato sauce. No onions, no garlic in there. Then we have some dry linguine. So that'll come in your bag, about 500 grams. We only recommend to use about 300 grams, so you've got a little bit extra for you. You'll have your little tub of smoked chili, a chipotle chili. So we use that to garnish your pasta at the very end. Some chopped coriander, again as a garnish at the end. We've got a dressed crab. So you'll have your dressed crab, or we'll give you a tub or a bag of crab meat. You've got your lovely corn coblet. This is from our local baker in Fife, Barnett's. This is a beautiful little coblet of bread. We'll just pop that in another 5 minutes, get a little crusty. And then finally we have two of our lovely chocolate and salt caramel ganache. There's a little bit of tonka in there as well now. So we just open them up. We've got a lovely chocolate ganache in there. There's a caramel and then a biscuit layer at the bottom. And that's everything that comes in your box. So now, the next step is I'm going to show you how to cook everything inside. So now I'm going to show you how to cook your crab linguine. So first off, we're going to have a nice medium to large size pot on your stove, about 3/4 full of water. Get it to the boil, and then a lovely large pinch of sea salt in there. We're going to simply take our linguine and just going to pop it inside. That will naturally start to cook down. And then finally we've got our tomato sauce. So basically simply we're going to pop that in a nice large kind of frying pan. Just pop it in there. Discard that. And that's it. So basically we're going to wait till this pasta starts to cook down. What I usually do is get your tongs and just kind of twist the pasta, and you're going to see it's going to come nicely into that pot. And then that means you're going to get a nice even cook on your pasta. And that's it. So we're going to leave that to cook to 8 to 10 minutes, a rapid boil. We're going to keep moving it every 2 to 3 minutes just to make sure the pasta doesn't stick together. So once that's ready, we'll come back and we'll finish it off. So the pasta's been in for a couple of minutes now. The first thing we're going to do is get our oven on. So we're going to preheat that to a fan setting of 200 Celsius, and that's going to be for the bread. We're going to quickly, just using tongs, move your pasta around in your pot. That's going to stop all the pasta sticking together. And basically, I think 6 to 8 minutes left of that. Now's the time you crack your wine open. You know, as your pasta's kind of cooking away, have a glass of your wine, start to enjoy that. Lovely stuff. So now we're just going to let the oven heat up a little bit, and then we're going to put our bread in and finally finish off the dish. So the oven's now hot, so basically we're going to simply put our bread onto an oven tray. We're going to pop that into the oven for 5 minutes to heat up. The bread is now in the oven, so now we're going to finish the pasta. So we've grabbed whatever serving plates you're going to use. You can use a bowl or plate. Today we've got a couple of lovely little plates. We're going to put it down. So the pasta's been in about 6 to 7 minutes now. You see that it's kind of, now this al dente, you can eat it this way. So you could probably eat it from this point or take it a little bit further depending on how you like it. The way I kind of test my pasta is you bring it up, you wait for it to kind of drain off the hot water, take a piece, pinch it between 2 fingers, and if it snaps, it's kind of ready to go. You might feel a little hard bit in the middle, so it won't be ready. So our sauce is in the pan. We just want to simply heat that up. So we'll get that nice and hot. We're going to take our dressed crab, and with a spoon, we're just going to take all the lovely meat out of that dressed crab. So at the bottom of the dressed crab, you're going to find the brown meat, and on the top's the white meat. So what I'd usually do as well is just keep about a quarter left, and now we're going to use that as the garnish on top of the pasta. So now we've got our crab in our sauce. Let that heat up. Just wipe your hands with the crab meat. We're going to take, basically we'll get a couple of spoonfuls of our pasta water. Basically it's going to help bind the sauce and the pasta. The starch from the water. Simple as that. Just check your pasta again. So it's getting to the point now it's almost ready. Like that. So your sauce is coming to temperature. Just nice, simple. So our brown meat's going to just break down into the sauce, flavour everything through. You want to just taste it as well. We season the sauce already, but give it a taste. A little bit more salt, just to taste. That might be a plenty of salt for some people. For me, I like a little bit more. A little bit more salt in there. So the pasta now is ready. So instead of draining the pasta through a colander, we're just going to lift it up and straight into the sauce. Let it drain for a couple of seconds and straight in. This saves with cleaning up as well. You can use a colander. It's a lot less messy. Just picking it straight out of your pan. Straight into your pasta sauce. Like so. Here we are. We just discard the pot for the pasta. So give everything a little wipe down as well. So now we've got our pasta in the sauce. You just want to kind of toss that through. So getting all that pasta covered in the lovely sauce. I'll let it cook for another 30 seconds to a minute on the stove, just so that pasta can cook with the sauce and it all sticks together. Some places in Italy, what they'll do is they'll, in a bolognese or ragu, they'll put the pasta in al dente and let it cook for a couple of minutes inside the sauce, and that just, the pasta just soaks up all the flavour. So we've got our coriander here. What I'll do is I'll put about half of the tub inside of your pasta. Again with the chipotle, about half the tub sprinkle into the pasta. Just that, and at this point I turn the stove off, so we bring it off of a high heat. Just turn it off now. All we're going to do is just toss it all through. Try not to spill it like I've just done everywhere. And then basically from that, we're just going to simply plate it. So what you want to do is you want to get a set of tongs. Make sure everything's nicely mixed through as well, like so. Take your plate next to the pan to stop a lot of mess. And you kind of want to take a big tong full of the pasta, put it up like that, and you slightly at an angle, and as you put it down, twist the plate. And just let go of the pasta, just very slowly, and then your pasta is going to sit nicely in the middle of the plate, like so. So again, kind of get your tongs, nice big pile of pasta, let it hang, pan's right next to the plate, bring it over, slowly put it down whilst twisting around, and just release the pasta very slowly, like so. And you just take the remainder of your pasta, just pop it on top. There we go. Again, on the other one. Now, it's only fair to divide this in half, you know. If so, for me, I always try and give myself a little bit extra, especially if I've cooked it. So, just hide all the crab meat under your one. Discard the pan now. Again, just clean up after ourselves. Then finally, so we've got our pasta dishes. So they're plated up. We'll just take the remainder of our chipotle and just sprinkle that over the top. So the chipotle is obviously a smoked chili. It's quite spicy as well, so if you don't like spicy, I would recommend not putting this on as a garnish, just leave it off. And you've got your chopped coriander, just sprinkle that over the top. Remember, this is an Italian dish, nice and rustic as well, it doesn't need to be too neat. Then divide that crab a little bit on top of each one, like so. So everyone gets a nice chunk of crab meat on top. We'll discard that board now. Again, just clean as we go. And then basically, we're almost ready. So at this point, your pasta's ready, it's plated up. Last thing is get your little board for your bread. Bread straight out of the oven. So as you can see, it's got a nice crust on it now. It's nice and fresh. As simple as that. Pop it on a board, serve it with a nice bread knife. And that's it. So that is it. So we now have our lovely fresh coblet of cornbread with our crab linguine seasoned with chipotle. Lovely glass of Italian pulpo wine. Beautiful with the crab linguine. And finally, our 2 chocolate ganaches to finish. And as simple as that, you've got a lovely restaurant quality prepared dinner at home.